Hey, how's it going out there? This is Two Birds, One Show. I'm DeeTer. That's my buddy Ricky.
Yeah.
We got a couple of guests for us tonight. We got my buddy Jeff and our buddy Greg, two
What up,
good,
gentlemen?
fans of the show. So if you're new to the show, we talk about craft beer, we talk about sports. So let's go around and see what we're all drinking tonight.
All right, guest first, always.
All right, one of the guests.
Go ahead, Jeff.
All right, cool. I got let's see here. We got Hot Butcher, personal pan pizza.
Nice.
Little light one, not too big.
Nice. I got I'm double dipping. I've got a the Down East Unfiltered. It's part of the 9-pack. This one happens to be the blueberry, but it also has strawberry and cranberry, I believe, is the other one. Raspberry, excuse me, it's raspberry. That is a really good pack. If you're into ciders, it's really highly recommended.
And dude, Down East kills it in the cider game.
Where are they from? Down East,
Boston.
I think they're from the Northwest. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, so they're really good with the ciders, huh? Or seltzers? Nice.
Ciders.
Is that what it is? Ciders?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're phenomenal.
Yeah, they're just out of this world with the quality.
Right. I'll tell you, I run the beer program in my place, and there's not much that goes on my taps that flies off quicker than the Down East ciders. Them fucking things, it's like clockwork, man. Every 10 to 14 days, I got to continue. I mean, they just can all year round, not just summer, but I mean, the numbers on them that just constantly producing, man.
Mm-hmm.
What's that beer look like there, Jeff? That Hot Butcher? We got.
Looks pretty good, man. Sorry, my magical fake green screen is blocking it out. It's pretty turbid. It's a little thinner, not like super thick, but it's lower ABV. I think it's only 6. So it's
I've had it before. It's a nice little light beer, and a Hot Butcher, man. They've just been putting out really good stuff. And I think where are they at? Chicago, Ricky? Right?
I believe so.
Nice.
Shout out to my buddy Billy I work with, who just went there about a month ago. Was raving about it. And they said, quietly, the Chicago beer scene he's a big beer guy, and spots.
Drop somebody
a lot of nice spots for good beer that you don't hear a ton about out here yet. But yeah, they went to Hot Butcher and like Revolution, I think, and some of the staples out there. But yeah, they really liked it.
Nice. All right. I got Veil. Bros, Night. It's a great name for a beer. Yeah. But awesome beer. Nice, easy drinker. I would say, man, like a lot of Citra, maybe Mosaic, something around there. But I think it's like 8% or 8.5 or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, Veil makes pretty decent beer. I'm not too big of a fan, but some of their stuff is on point, and this one pretty damn good. I'm
a big beer glass nerd. What glass you rocking?
Nothing special. Founders.
No, not judging. But I always like I collect beer glasses and shit.
Yeah.
Like so.
My good friend Karen at Uno's. She had like a stack of these. She's like, here, take one. I was like, okay.
Shout out to Karen.
Yeah, definitely Uno's.
She's awesome. Spot. We've known her for a long time. One of the best bartenders, coolest chick you'll ever meet. By the way, I like Founders, dude. I've been a Founders fan since day one, and I still am. I know some people in the beer world, I kind of like to throw some shade on them, but I like Founders. They put out a great product consistently.
Yeah, their stouts are phenomenal, and especially now they come up with all these different ones. What was it? Spicy chocolate.
Was it Mackinac fudge?
Fudge. Come on, dude.
Yeah,
and even the classics, just the breakfast stout.
Yeah, it's so good. That breakfast stout's phenomenal, and the porter they put out is a great fucking porter.
Yeah.
I just killed a 4-pack of their breakfast stout this week, but
nice.
They get a hate not because of the beer, but they had a couple problems with racism there.
Oh, did they?
Oh yeah, a lot of it.
I did not see that.
I heard there was like some problems
up there
with the employers.
What happened?
Something there, man.
I didn't know about that. Well, then you know what? You guys better get your shit straightened out up there, founders.
Right.
It's 2024. Time to love all.
When they went to like all the fruity beers and the different like weird barrel aged stuff, I was not too big of a fan. You know what I mean? Like that kind of turned me off. But I do love their stouts, man. Their stouts are really good stuff.
Yeah, and I thought that Mortal Bloom they put out was a nice kind of easy drinker, very, middle of the pack kind of drink on any occasion. Not too weak, not too strong. Good flavor. Tonight,
comment here, Bonnie. Nothing wrong with taking a glass or two. Okay, yep. There we go, Bonnie.
Shout out to Sue. By the way, Sue, I think owns at least one of every single glass that my work has ever put out. Shout out to Sue. Yeah, and she's not even shy about it. She's like, "Is that a new glass? I'm taking 2 of them on my way out." I said, I get it. I do the same shit.
You know what? I'm jealous. I kind of sort of collected pint glasses, and nice. I had one that got thrown into the into the dishwasher. It was a blue Labatt's pint glass.
Nice
blue glass, but the all the decaling got like burned off in the
shit.
Unfortunately, but it was a beautiful glass. So I still use it to this day. It just doesn't have all the flair on it and all that good stuff.
I actually had a rookie move with one of my beer glasses last night. Me and my wife decided to have a couple of drinks. I went out to the kitchen to get my glass, and I always will rinse it out real quick. And then, so the dirty glass mafia doesn't get after me on fucking Untapped or any of these sites. And I dropped the fucking thing into the sink as I was washing it and shattered all in the sink. I was like, fuck. Because now you got to clean out the little pieces and fucking, also you lost the glass. I was just like, oh man. So that,
had to have a treehouse glass.
No, thank God it wasn't a treehouse glass. It was one of these. I have like 50 of these. It's my Mad Elf glasses. I have, and shout out my boy Pittsburgh Bill. I know I gave him a bunch too. If you ever see his Untapped, he's always drinking out of that one.
We got a comment from Joe from the last week's show. He said that sucks.
Yeah, it was fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah,
nice to see you on the show there, Joe.
So real quick, what I'm drinking, I got from Monkish.
Oh my God, dude!
It's called.
This guy gets good beer, man. That's what he does.
You're over there drinking good beer too, sir. This is called Burger Sheriff. It's pretty dope, gnarly can art. It's
Sheriff. Oh man, I thought my name was good.
Ketchup. Oh, and it's a collab with Highland Park out of Los Angeles. Who's a great brewery.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of Citra, and then like Citra Cryo, like Citra T90. There's like 4 different levels of Citra in there, and then I think they also hit it with Nectaron. It's fucking tits, dude. It's an amazing beer.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Comment. Joe says it's no Miller Lite. No, Joe, it's not. No.
That's the truth.
I will say, talking about glasses, my favorite like sneak away glass was that Kilkenny glass I got from Lazy Lanigan's, and I will talk about it all the time. The bartender's like, "Hey, I got a takeout for you," and I was like, "Oh, I didn't order anything takeout," and he gave me the
was it my buddy Ryan?
Yeah. He gave me the styrofoam thing, and in it was a glass of Kilkenny. I was like, "This dude, awesome."
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
I still have that glass. So, yeah, man. Love the little sneak away glasses if you can, man. I remember other half. I remember me and you. I believe one of us got a sneak away glass there.
Yeah, I think one of us did steal glass. One of my favorite. No, listen, I'm gonna be honest. I've stolen glasses from all over the fucking country I've been in vacations, and I'll say this: one, I don't really steal it because I'll always tip well, and then I'll leave extra in the tip for the glass, and I'll let the server bartender know, like, hey, I'm taking this. I'm going to leave extra, and they're usually like, I don't fucking care. We get them things for free. But my favorite one, me and my wife and father-in-law all went to Brauhaus Schmidt for Father's Day about 4 years ago, and the giant liter mugs they have.
Yeah.
So we're in there, and I'm like, man, I love. By the way, I was drinking fucking Schaffenhofer out of it. I don't care what don't judge me. It was so good.
Yeah, dude, Rattler.
Anyway,
That's not bad.
And it was middle of June or whatever. It was hot. Right. And I said to my wife, I said, "Did you bring your big handbag?" She's like, "You must be fucking crazy. You think I'm going to put that fucking?" She's like, "I'm not doing it. Don't steal it. That the glass is too big. Don't do it."
Yeah, I said, like "Watch, a long flute, man."
Dude, it's not. It's not thin at all.
Really?
Dude, it's fucking giant, like a big German fucking liter. Big mug
for a hole. It's like a flute almost. Like when you get.
No, it's not. It's not a Colts glass. It's not like a Colts glass. It's a giant. I mean, it's probably Christ. It's. I want to say 32 ounces, but it might be more than that.
Wow,
it's got to be a liter of the Moss, I think.
But I said to her, I said, "I'm stealing it," and she's like, "Don't do it." I said, "I'm going to do it." So I didn't. I just put it on my side and walked down. This kind of this like, "On the hey, how you doing?" Dude, playing off like, "All right, I'll see you later." Just held it real tight to my side. I'm like, "Yeah, this is coming home, man."
We got a comment from Ant. He said founder sold to a conglomerate for $200 million.
Oh.
Shit. Okay, I thought something was a little different with them, but they still putting out
founders. Yeah, but
because I remember like it used to be like a head brewer that would always talk about their beer and everything. You don't see that so much.
Yeah, well, shit happens.
Well, if you're new to the show, so we talk about craft beer, we talk about sports. That's the first round of craft beer. We'll probably get into it again halfway through the show. So let's hop in some sports. We got two big soccer fans. Let's get into the USA team at Copa. I mean, what happened there, guys?
Not much to talk about. What's there to talk about?
Exactly. Man. they were magic.
Well, I mean, they came out pretty good. You know what I mean? What's that?
Pulisic,
God. Pulisic was coming out firing, man. Everything was going good, right? Like first game or two. And then they lost to what? Like Panama? And then
and I watched it. It was a shit show on fire.
Yeah.
Like, was that ref should have never been on that pitch. I mean, that dude didn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. In the VAR, worse. Like they scored a goal on an offside, clear as day, and they still called it a goal. And then
I remember you saying something about the refs when we were on the show. The refs were really bad or something.
The one guy, I can't remember his name. My son remembers his name, but the dude got stepped on his ankle, right, and went down, and the player, and he got the yellow card. Not the player that stepped on him. The other player.
Really?
The guy that got stepped on got the yellow card. I mean, it was egregiously bad. Egregiously bad. It was probably one of the worst ref games I've seen in a while. Now,
this is a Team USA. Now, is this the same team that's going to go into like the World Cup or the Olympics or all? Like, is that all the same like USA team, or is it change up?
Yeah, well, the Olympics is in a couple weeks, so you've probably got a few players that may or may not travel with them. But don't worry, the playing field at the Olympics is significantly worse than Copa, so we got a chance to do all right there. Because Olympic soccer is horrendous. You got no Germany, you got no Messi. Messi's in Copa about to play in the finals on Sunday. So he's like, I can't. What do you want me to do? You want me to play all these games and then fly and then in a week and then play in Europe and France for that, and then get ready for the season coming up? There is no off season basically.
Yeah,
wow,
that's what they do. That's recently been a thing with soccer over the past I guess what would you say 5-10 years they've been like ramping up the amount of games.
Yep. So I have a question. Sorry, as somebody that doesn't know any soccer like at all, I'm guessing the Olympics then in the soccer world is not as important as like the World Cup?
No, it's definitely
not close now.
Okay. Yeah,
close.
So the Euros are basically the second most popular or watched soccer tournament, which is also going on right now. In the Euros, you got England just beat Netherlands, which was crazy to see because they scored like at the 90th minute. And the finals is also on Sunday. So you have the Copa final and the Euro final both Sunday. So you got Copa, you've got Argentina with Lionel Messi against Colombia, and then the Euros you got Spain versus England.
Will they play each other, the two winners of those two tournaments?
No.
What's that?
They're two separate. Euros and Copa. Euros is European. Copa's is
so there's not like a big Super Bowl type thing for them, like
it's,
you know what I mean?
World Cup.
Okay.
It's kind of like continent. You know what I mean? You have South America, North America, America, and they have all the European teams, right?
Yeah,
so it's like separate.
Refer to it as a continental cup. So there's one actually like one for Asia, and you know.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, that one's just like, you know, there's an African one. Those two don't get a lot of publicity as much as like the European and the Americas Cup. They do have them.
Does the USA play in the America's Cup?
We're in Copa.
Yeah, we're Copa.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they didn't do well, right? Is what you're saying?
No.
Didn't get past the group stages. We didn't make it past the group.
Yeah. So funny thing I just heard about was they were actually they just fired their coach, and they were looking to go and hire the coach that just recently left Liverpool.
There's no way. Klopp? Jurgen Klopp? Yeah.
Oh, he's not going there. Klopp's not going there. You kidding me? He's probably like, you what? Like, look, you're beneath me, you know? Klopp is too good. I mean, if we got him, hey, great. I'm not going to complain, you know?
I heard, I mean, there was like a little bit of turmoil with the coach for the U.S. That started, right? It was like some back and forth with one of the players or something like that. I don't know. There was like a big story before the Copa started. Some fucking drama or something like that happened. But I don't know, maybe. Sure. Yeah, it was some little story. It was some domestic violence or some crazy crap happened, and that's like why the one player didn't want to play for him or something. It was a little bit of a story, I guess, probably like a little hype up for before the Copas, because I was like, wow, that's just a little bit of drama. I'm interested now, but then they shit the bed anyway, so it didn't really matter.
Chiefs are always hiring, coaches and family that injure others, so that's good. I'm sorry.
Right?
Damn.
Shots fired.
Sit down, Andy.
Oh, Jesus. So
Jeff ain't fucking around.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, and Andy, I know you watch the show. I know Andy follows the show. It's so bittersweet. I love Andy Reid, but I hate him. It's like you totally changed the face of Eagles football for the better. You really did. The culture you instilled still ripple effects now. But you left here and won 3 fucking Super Bowls, and one of them was against us. Like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
Someone told him what a clock is.
The what?
He learned what a clock is and how it works.
Yeah, right. He finally learned how to play the clock right, not use all his fucking timeouts at the wrong times. People have asked me, and I've thought about it too. I work in a sports bar. We talk sports all day, and somebody said, well, what's the difference with Andy Reid now and Andy Reid then? I think there's a few things, but do you think the biggest difference might be Patrick Mahomes, Don McNabb?
I don't know. It's weird. So
what I'm saying is Pat Mahomes that much better. I guess he is.
Oh, he is, but I think Andy before was notoriously the best, most prepared coach for that game.
Yes.
He would abandon everything in his life, especially his family, to prepare for these games and really crush it on game day. But he couldn't adapt. He couldn't adapt, and he couldn't manage the clock. I think he worked on those two things, so it made him a better coach. Yeah, he has better players too, but I think he's shown that the team can actually have some resilience and bounce back. Where the Eagles, once we were down, we were done. That was it.
Yeah,
that's a great point, dude. That is a great fucking point.
Also, Patrick Mahomes, Jesus Christ, dude, that dude's a fucking athletic god. There's nobody that's a better quarterback than him, dude.
As much as I don't want to like the dude, but he's a great quarterback. I'm like, fuck, dude, I can't stand this guy.
That show, Netflix last year, quarterbacks.
So
to watch him work out.
Receivers now. Did you see it?
Yeah, I didn't see it yet, but I'm going to check it out.
No, I didn't watch it yet, but I can't wait to check it out.
But if you watch his workout program compared to other quarterbacks, you're just like, well, this dude, yeah, you get it. The dude fucking works.
His dad was a professional athlete, you know what I mean? So I'm sure he sees what, training and shit the right way is probably all about. But
hate him, but gotta respect him.
Yeah. So and Andy, it's a love-hate thing, dude. Respect the hell out of you, and still, the best coach, one of the best coaches in Eagles history. And
any other fast hockey? Sports topics that we could talk about. Hockey, not much going on. Like Mechkov, right?
Same thing. We're just in a holding pattern,
Can't wait for the season to start. See how it goes.
Me and Greg were talking. He was in the bar earlier, and we are talking a little bit about the whole torts thing. Should he have shouldered more blame for the monumental collapse this season? I think he got a pass, which is weird in Philly. Philly almost never gives anybody a pass, and it's like, are they so softened on that guy, or they were just paying too much attention to the Phillies? And I don't know, but listen, I like him, man. I like the for that monumental collapse.
I like him, and I know people say he's a little hard or whatever. Nah, man, I'm good. Be hard.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that. I really don't. Listen, I miss the days. I love Laviolette. I miss the days, Mike Keenan and guys like Quinn up in Toronto, and just the list goes on. But does it work with?
Doesn't translate now. It just
that's what I wonder. And maybe it still does. I'm just making an observation from the outside. I don't know. Kenny, I don't want Mitch Cobb to come up here and we find out, wow, this guy really is an offensive fucking wizard. And guess what? I'm going to sit you for 3 days because you didn't fucking back check. And then he's like, I want, you know what I mean? I want out of Philly. I don't want that shit to go down. If this kid's the real deal and the great white hope of the Flyers coming up, I don't want Tortorella to sour him. I like Tortorella. I like the tough coaches. I do. But is it the right one for what you're doing right now?
All right. Well, this guy coming from Russia or whatever, do you think he's a powder puff, or you think he's going to be able to take the coaching?
That's a good question, DeeTer. I don't know. I don't know what he's coming from, and I don't know. I'd be lying if I say I knew Russian hockey. I have no idea.
Just understanding the culture over there a little bit. I would say it's still kind of they have a lot of Cold War mentality over there.
But is it high flying hockey where there's no fighting and the checking's at a minimum? We're just looking to go fast and score goals. That's what I'm wondering.
And they're obviously it kind of falls into that whole. You remember the old Soviet program?
Do you remember when they? I know it was 40 years ago, but remember when the Russians came over and played all the teams and they played the Flyers, and when it come out after the second period because they're being too tough on us. That's fine if that's how that hockey is, and he's going to come score 50, 60 goals a year, but make sure you got the right guy for it.
What I'm referring to is actually the way that they coach, the very very hardcore, so you very much of a difference between Tortorella and one of their coaches.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming that they didn't soften up as far as that's concerned.
That's good.
But overall, I would say that he's probably got a little bit of a thicker skin.
I'd love if he comes over and he's got a little edge to him. He'll become a fan favorite if he's kind of he is a tough little fucker, but he also scores goals and is fast. I mean, he'll become beloved in this town if he also has an edge to him. The scrappy guy. I mean, why do you think we love fucking TK so much? Yeah. Travis Connecting. I mean, dude, he's the little engine it could, and he'll step to anybody. And he hustles constantly. I mean, if you're getting the Russian version of that and he's better too, this kid's going to be...
Last year, there was a lot of scraps, man. A lot of scraps. It was a fighting team.
That. And you know what? The NHL needs more of that.
Yeah.
Listen, let them fight.
It's entertaining, man.
Build personalities. Build characters. You know why the NBA I can't stand the NBA game, but you know what they do? They make characters. They almost in a comic book sense. NHL used to have it. In the 90s, I couldn't wait until the Flyers played Toronto so I could see Ty Domi start mixing up, or whoever, Sandy McCarthy, Donald Brashear, Matthew Barnaby. You wanted to see the heel. You wanted to see the bad guy because they created characters, and it was an all-time high for viewership. And then all of a sudden, you you kind of took that out, and it's like you stop making characters, these guys, and making them heroes and villains, and letting there be hard-nosed fighting and checking. Now it's just like, I don't know. Everybody just skate real fast.
I got 2 points I want to make. I got Mitch Koff. I think Greg's right. I think the coaches there are a lot firmer, right? That culture just breeds that. The good news is over here, his family's not getting thrown in the gulag if he doesn't perform well, right? So you don't have to worry about that. He's good there. But as far as Tortorella goes, I kind of think it's a good thing they didn't fire him this year, only because if you got a tough coach, right, and he's tough on the players, and then the players revolt, which is what happened. Let's be honest about it.
Yeah,
they revolted.
I agree totally, dude. Mutiny,
they quit him. They quit on purpose to get him fired. But because the organization didn't let him go, those players didn't get off with it. They didn't. Now, what do you think he's going to do this year, right? So you got to give him that chance so they pay the repercussions of like, okay, now the tough love's happening, right? You've seen what happens. Let's keep going with that. So you give him a little bit of time this year and see how it goes. This is the make or break season, though, right? Like he doesn't have much time here.
Does he get the whole season?
I think if you get results early, he's in.
Well, okay. Do you think he is a? Nobody said it, but underlying, do you think he's a guy that his job is on the line right now?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I hope so, and I hope he knows that.
After the downfall of the last season, yeah, sure. We have a comment here. Ant said
that was bigger than the Eagles collapse. Everybody got on the Eagles this year, but that was a bigger collapse. They were in the playoff picture for 97% of the year. At least the Eagles made it into the playoffs.
We have Tour de France ending next week. Okay, so
what is it?
Tour de France. The whole
nice, nice.
That ends next week.
Huge fan.
We have another comment here. Conflict Radio official. Hello, all. Well, hello.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, he says hi, Rick. Say must know you, I guess, Ricky. There you go.
What's the name?
Conflict Radio official.
What's up? Hey, listen. Anybody that's a fan of me, I'm a fan of you, man. I hate having haters. I got enough of them. It's nice to see you. Thank you for supporting our show.
And we're all fans of Conflict.
Yeah. That's pretty much the whole show here.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's why we watch sports, isn't it? Isn't why we loved wrestling as kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaking of wrestling, right? Let's see. We have your cousin's show coming up in October.
Yeah, I think at Pennsville. I had it written. No, Pennsville Middle School, October 18th at 7:30. Promoted by Dr. Zirconium. Fun league, man. Family friendly, all ages. It's awesome. Dangerous adrenaline wrestling gladiators is a fun time.
So AEW news. Mariah, what's it? Mariah, what the hell is her name? Oh, I got it right here. Mariah May stabbed Timeless Toni Storm in the back, and it was like her protege. So they're going to be wrestling for the belt soon. And WWE, without Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa stepped up, and now we have this whole new bloodline of Fatu and Tonga and Tonga Loa, all this whole thing going on
right now.
But yeah, and the Ricky's fridge is probably more important than what's going on in the wrestling.
No,
what you got,
it's
buddy?
actually it's not. It's still the same as last week. I'm in there fucking vulture and scraps. I
saw at least one or two treehouse in there. There's no scraps. Unless one man's trash is another man's treasure, right?
Right. True that.
Oh my God! Wait a minute! Conflict Radio official says Yankees gonna win it all. Go Giants!
How are the Yankees doing, by the way? They're doing pretty well.
Is this your buddy Brian or something from the?
I don't know, but it's okay to have fans of other teams. Jabari comes on and talks shit about the Cowboys all the time. Real quick, this is in my fridge. I just want to send a shout out to Greg, who's on the show. This is the mead he just brewed. I can't wait to try it. I'm not going to drink it right now, man, because I'm guessing it's probably 14%, and I don't want to get that fucking shit faced this early in the show. But I can't wait to try it, Craig. Good looking out, much appreciated. Can't wait to try it tomorrow night.
Yeah,
can you tell us about it, like a little bit, Greg?
Yeah, it's just I did a traditional mead this time. My first batch I did was mead, but I used a bunch of berries in it, which came out really, really good. I just wanted to do I wanted to do a traditional one and see how it worked out. So the honey is local honey, some champagne yeast, and distilled water, and just went and let it cook out for a little bit.
Yeah. How long did you let it ferment?
Gosh, I let it
roundabout
about a year, a little
nice.
Over.
Wow.
Yeah,
nice. I can't wait to try
it. It really does get better the longer it goes. So it's made out of honey, so there's like that natural preservative in there.
Yeah, right. And so delicious.
A lot longer than your typical wines and stuff like that.
Now, Greg, does the champagne yeast, does that give it a dry finish, or what does that do?
It gives it a very dry finish. So what I have to do is I actually have to go and back sweeten it to give it a little bit. Well, with this batch, I didn't really have to do it with the berry batch, because the natural sweetness of the berry, I gave that, it just kind of covered up the dryness. With this one, I had to back sweeten it just to take the dryness out, because it was really dry. It almost kind of tasted like brackish.
Meads, Craig.
Or to it. So you could taste honey, but it wasn't sweet, is what it came down to.
Yeah, gotcha. So it needs that sweetness to bring out the honey.
Yeah, bring it out more.
God, ruin this year's.
What is it? I can't even say that on my phone.
It's got aliens and UFOs are going to ruin this year's World Series. That's just somebody that definitely knows you, man.
Yeah, it's probably Bob. Hey, shout out to Bob. Craig, I think you were there when he came in today.
Yeah.
It's probably Bob. That's my buddy, electrician Bob.
Man.
Hey, he's like, dude, I should start coming on and have a segment every week where we just talk about fucking UFOs or aliens or Bigfoot. I was like, I'm trying, man. I want to make that an incorporated part of the show. By the way, I went to a second beer. It's a quick collab between Parrish in Louisiana and Horace Ales in San Diego, which are known to brew probably the best stouts in the country. Now, this is not a stout.
Well, what's a Ghost in the Machine, right?
Parrish does that one. But Horace, man, they're putting out some fucking next level Mondo stouts, dude. Nice. And to get your hands on that shit, you think Brujos is hard to get a hold of? Shit. So this is a collab they did. It's not a stout. I know they're worldwide famous for their stouts, but it's a collab with Parrish, who, like you said, does Ghost in the Machine. Probably was easier to get because it wasn't a stout. So let's give it a shot.
Oh, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, man. That color is awesome, dude. Shit.
Yeah, that's good beer. It's a nice beer. I don't know the ABV because the lighting out here is not great. Just by drinking it, probably seems like anywhere between, I don't know, probably 8%. I don't know.
So it's probably 12. You can't taste it.
Yeah, it's probably a fucking quad.
So I'm on my second beer too.
Nice.
I got lucky. My buddy from Minnesota, Scott. Shout out to Scott. Sent me a box of beer, and this is Lady Luck by BlackStack. It's a double dry hop IPA. 7%. Yeah, usually they do the bigger guys, but it's nice to get a nice little lighter ABV, and that is a beautiful looking beer right there, man.
Yeah,
it
is
not too shabby.
She party.
Yeah.
Nice fruity notes, man. Nice IPA, man. It's banging. It is a really good beer. And BlackStack, man, they do so well, and they always give out like a whole story about it. And this one's got New Zealand hops, and you can't go wrong with New Zealand hops, dude. Anything with New Zealand hops,
good.
You're doing all right. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one.
Does it say which hops particularly they use?
It is really hard to read without my glasses. I'm getting old.
I understand, kid. I feel your pain.
The silver writing, it's like, oh my god, I can't even make that out. Holy crap!
Shout out to Delta 9 too, by the way, for helping me enjoy the other side of craft beverage with the THC and CBD.
Yep.
Nice, Craig. What do you got? The indica. You got the indica, kid. Nice. I got the sativa.
Yeah.
The live resin.
So Rick, thanks for the 10th anniversary green.
Nice. By the way, did you like it?
Yes, I loved it. So I was actually going to drink it on the show. A certain someone
good job, Matt.
To drink it
bad
the
influence.
other day.
But we shared the Fidings together. We shared that North Park, dude. The North Park, sweet man.
I like that a lot.
The Fidings were so good, man. And I'm surprised. Like, I like the little higher ABVs, but even like at the 6%, banging, dude. That mango one
makes some great pale ales.
So good, man. And like at times we're like drinking on the show. You're like, man, I wish I had a 6% or a 7%. Yeah, that was pretty good. Beer,
I'll be honest with you, man. It's weird. Like now that we've been doing the show so long, and I'm getting used to like what I'm drinking and what the ABV is. Even going in tonight, I'm like, fuck, dude. Like I was saying to my wife, I was like, I'm not sure what I'm going to drink tonight, but I'm going to try and keep at least 2 of the first 3 under 8%. So I did that with the. I think the first one was 7.2. This I think is 8. I'm not sure, but I got that double dry hop King Sue in there. I'm going to do as my third beer, and that's like 7.4, I think.
This has 7%, man. It has like a nice free note, like a pineapple or a coconut or something like that.
Right? Does it have sour?
Really good, man. Yeah, I can't make out what hops are in it, man. But Lady Luck, BlackStack, man, that was pretty good.
Shout out to your buddy Scott, dude.
Yeah, man, always hooks me up, man. Thanks, Scott. Not too bad. So, any other beer or drinks or?
But you guys still on the same things?
9.2.
Nice. 9.2%. Nice. Yes, what is it?
Ultimate Haze.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
Wow, you just nonchalantly put that in.
Good.
Meanwhile, that's one of the best beers I've ever had in my life. Ever. And I drink thousands of beers. He's like, say, yeah, I got Ultimate Haze. Nice, dude. Nice. That's amazing.
Your buddy Conflict Radio official, tell Rick I'm Mike that moved to Alabama.
Oh, yeah. Mike, what's up, brother? He does, speaking of all the UFO and cryptid shit, Mike runs a whole show and network down in Alabama. Mike, if you just send your site out, dude, I think I follow your site on Facebook. Yeah, dude, guys, it's a great follow.
He said, come on my show, talk beer, Rick. I have 50,000 subs now. Damn, dude.
Nice, kid. Well, I'm one of them,
kid, so keep up the
great work.
Yeah, with our millions. It's almost as good as us with our millions.
Yeah, I think what did we just hit 15 million?
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
You know, I know Andy Reid. I know Andy Reid and Howie Roseman both follow the show, and I think Jerry Colangelo Jr. follows it. He's got new collars, and he's going to burn the account, so you're not going to know it's him. But Jerry Colangelo Jr. is following the show.
Nice, dude. That's awesome, man. Dude, I love doing this show. I love meeting people, bringing people on, man. It's so good.
Oh, dude, we live in, people are always like, it's a hard times now. We live in the greatest of times. We got fucking air conditioning. We can all hang out from a different house, all our buddies, and get drunk and high and laugh together and not have to drive anywhere. Like, this is the great. We're drinking the best beers of all time. We probably live, and no pun intended, in the golden age of beer. We're drinking the best beer probably that's ever been made on this planet. People are like, that's extreme to say. No, it's probably right. Listen, a good shout out to Sumerians and Egyptians. I bet it was beer, but it probably tastes like shit. No offense. Mm-hmm. Compared to what we have now in all styles, we're living in good times.
Yeah. The Vikings drinking out of the horns of mead. Well, it's like only one mead. You know what I mean? There's not multiple meads. You're all drinking the same shit. So I mean, come on. Yeah,
well,
pretty good times.
Listen, I'm with you, dude. Fucking, this is the best of times.
The honey is different, like regional. Trust me on this one. So like the shit that
and what is it? A wild honey or like a clover?
Yeah, I did the local wild honey.
Okay.
So yeah,
good for allergies too.
Yeah, exactly.
And then so we have sports. Correct. That's
good.
We have UFOs and aliens and Bigfoot. We also, dude, I know Kelsey's are getting upset, but we're getting closer to being the best podcast in the world. Joey Rogan.
So 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away. Eagles training camp, man.
Yeah, baby.
How do you feel, man?
I'm excited, dude.
Now, I don't think that it has the same feel when it was in like Lehigh. You know what I mean? It being at the Lincoln or whatnot. I mean, like before, you used to be like, "Wow, man! Training camp, I can't wait." Everything was hyped up. It was always on the news. Always like, people waiting to see it. I feel like now it kind of lost a little bit of its luster. You know what I mean?
You make a good point. And they take less and less open practices from fans. And, it's almost, what it's like? It's like it's been corporatized, where like, hey, we're making really great beer. Oh, you are? Here comes Anheuser-Busch. We're going to give you $1 billion and go away. Right. And we're, it's almost like, it feels like that sometimes.
You got to buy tickets to watch it and shit.
Yeah.
Like it.
And I have, many times. And yeah, I agree, though. You make a great point. I miss Lehigh. You take the drive out, you make a whole day or two, maybe you get it. You shot one of my best buds, Terry. We used to do that, dude. It was an experience unto itself. It's almost like going down to Clearwater for Phillies spring training. You're making it a pilgrimage, a
little bit of hype, you know what I mean? Like, you're looking forward towards it,
Yeah, and you're putting a whole kind of good vibe and energy into it.
We got another comment here. You guys wasted your money on Saquon Barkley. He's going to be injured after the first week. God.
I actually agree.
I agree.
No I think that's the narrative New York wants you to believe, but I bet you Saquon Barkley comes here and has an amazing career as an Eagle. I do. I think he's going to come here and it's going to be one of them stories we all tell our kids about. Hey, remember that running back I talk about all the time? Yeah, he used to be with the Giants. Like, I think Saquon Barkley is one of the best free agent signings offensively that Howie's
one of my best friends in the Navy, Tom, from New York. He said the same thing, that the New York beat the balls off of Saquon. Dude,
imagine now him behind this offensive line with these weapons. Man. I remember when Saquon first came in, and if anybody remembers that first game against the Eagles, he fucking flat out dominated every aspect that a running back could. He did, and I was like, wow. Yeah. I wish we had a guy like that. No, listen, I know now it's 6 years later, but this kid's really fucking good, and he's got a chip on his shoulder. This is a Philadelphia scenario waiting to happen.
Ricky, we got another comment for you, bud. Here we go. Hello, Birds. Thank you for the plug last week. Dog Pro Wrestling.
Much love. It's a great experience, a fun time. If you like wrestling and professional wrestling, if you want to kind of introduce your family into it and also go have a fun, awesome night, an interactive night, man, check them out. It's fun.
Yeah, anytime you can get to see a local wrestling event, so much fun, man.
They put
it all out there. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a blast.
So, Rick, I want to disagree with you about Saquon.
And that's fine. And I like that. I need some good back and forth.
I got that Eagles built-in pessimism about me, and we dealt with the devil. We killed a player from the Giants. We're going to pay our dues. That's my thought. That's it. That's the only reason.
What you're saying.
No logical reason.
Listen, Jeff, dude, I am the same way, dude. If you go back and look at my Facebook post the day we hired Saquon, and I left it up to prove to myself, I was like, I despise this signing. You never sign a division rival. It's going to backfire. I hate it's still when my memories feeds comes up every year. Now listen, I left it there for a reason. It's going to go one or two ways. Either I'm going to go back and look at it and be like, yep, I was right. I knew it. I'm always, my instincts. Or I'm like, Wow. I'm glad I was wrong about that. This guy, is going up there in the pantheon of Eagles running backs with Shady and Westbrook and Wooders. Like, I think he's about to go get up in that Mount Rushmore of Eagles running backs.
If the pass detects this, what's going to happen? Yeah, man, it never works out.
Wait a minute, though. But but you can't live. The past does not dictate what's going to happen. I mean, that's a creation in your own mind. But you can. This guy, if you would like to manifest it, to think it over and over. Maybe it will happen. But you also got to think.
This guy's a Penn State
Philadelphia sports fans starting to change over the last.
You know what I mean?
Over the last 10 years.
He got burned out in the Giants. The Giants didn't have nothing else but him.
Yeah.
Coming to the Eagles, man, we got a lot of weapons, man. If we use him right, I feel like it can make a difference.
Kid flourishes. I think he goes into Mount Rushmore of Eagles running back. When all's said and done, I remember this show. I bet you dollars of donuts this kid ends up in the Mount Rushmore of Eagles running backs. I think it's going to be the reason why they win the Super Bowl this year. I know. Don't say it. I'm saying it. Same reason why the Phillies are about to win the World Series in 4 months. I don't believe in that shit.
Well, look what happened with Blunt. You know what I mean? Blunt coming to the Eagles, man. That was like the best thing that ever happened to us, man.
Yeah,
he was
great running back.
Be reckoned with.
This is the guy that does everything. He does everything and well. He catches the ball. He runs the ball. Did you see what's the name? The NFL, whatever rankings came out, and they're like they put him as the number 4 overall running back in all of football. They believe he's in the 96th percentile. I think when all said and done after this year, he's going to be in 98th. Him and fucking Christian McCaffrey out there doing fucking Brian Westbrook shit. Running for 1,200 yards, catching for 650, and scoring double-digit touchdowns.
He is, but I just can't not be.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
There's a fan of the show. Is that the podcast shirt I see? Kakushi. Yeah, man. There it is. Beautiful shirt. Beautiful.
Thank you to DeeTer for this shirt. Dude,
and you can go on to the YouTube BGSE network, and there's a shop there on the YouTube channel, and buy shirts and hats. By the way. Yep. There you go. And plenty of good
commercials you need to read
on the network. Not right now. I think we're fucking firing all full.
We'll do a White Owl Swamp one later. Brought to you by Method Man.
Yeah, where can I order one? There it is. YouTube. Go on the BGSE network YouTube channel, and there should be a shop button on there. But yeah, I feel like Shaquan, man. I think he's it, man. I think that's the piece of the puzzle that we've been waiting for, man.
And I agree with you. I think he is the whatever you want to call it. The Phillies is the Bryce Harper or whoever probably Hurts is of the Eagles, but. I think he's the piece that helps them win a championship.
So
we're gonna talk basketball. There's some basketball happening.
Yes. Did you see we signed Kyle Lowry tonight?
Team USA coming up.
Yeah.
Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid, LeBron, Jason Tatum. How do you beat that team?
Well, is it better than the Dream Team?
There's a lot of French players, man, that are coming out. They're rookies.
Not this year, not this Olympics.
And then there's a lot of Canadian players too, man. Like a lot of Canadian. So, I mean, there might be some competition. I'll see what you're putting down. Yeah, I mean, the U.S. should dominate. But I'm not going to be like put it past them that, there should be some other good teams, dude.
Yeah. DeeTer, I wonder every year whenever I see the Olympic team and then in the Olympics from NBA players put together, I wonder are they going to be as good as the tree? I don't know if you remember in the 90s watching that team. Yeah. I mean, they were the most dominant sports team I've ever seen in my life. Ever. There was no chance of beating that team, and everybody knew it, and they knew it. And every year, or every 4 years when the Olympics comes, I wonder, I'm like, how would they stack this team? A lot of big names. I wonder how it goes because I don't think they're going to be dream team level, but maybe. It's got a lot of big time players.
I really want to watch Joel, right? So, and the reason I want to watch Joel, so number one, he got thrown. There's an exhibition game today. He got out on fouls in 12 minutes.
I was gonna say, didn't he foul out yesterday?
In 12 minutes of play.
Yeah. Is that European?
Yeah. I have a feeling Joel he doesn't put in the work, and I think, and this is just hot take.
Yeah.
If he doesn't put in he's got a lot of raw talent. If he doesn't put in the work, and he
just said
relies on
the
talent,
U.S. team get beat by the Japanese team. But yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off, but they got beat by the Japanese team. Is that what happened?
It might have been an exhibition. They're playing exhibitions right now, so if they did, it didn't count for anything.
So
I'm sorry to cut you off. So you've
finish your point, dude. I was actually listening to what you were saying.
Embiid's got a lot of raw talent, right? You got a team with Maxey. Now Maxey is the future of this franchise, right?
Amen.
Maxey's got energy. He puts in the work, effort, all game, 100% all game, every single game. I don't get that feeling with Embiid, and he's the veteran player that everyone's got to look up to, right? So Embiid relies on his raw talent. If Embiid keeps just relying on that talent and doesn't put in the work, he's one of those players that could just drop off a cliff.
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, hard to argue that. But on the counterpoint to that, if he does, he could go down as one of the best centers of all time. I mean, and I wonder what Paul George is going to do that. I wonder if it's going to kind of – it seemed like in the offseason it's going to motivate him. I mean, does it say, hey, I got another superstar next to me. Let me show what I got? I hope. Because
Paul George and Drummond said they're going to light a fire under his ass, right?
I hope so.
I hope so.
That was the whole thing. And, I mean, how much fire could you put on this guy's ass without breaking him? Because the fucking dude gets hurt all the goddamn time.
Well, you don't practice a lot. Your muscles aren't built up. Then you get hurt. That's how that works. It's physical science.
He's a tall guy, man. Tall guys like that, lengthy.
You're in the NBA. Everyone's tall. That's not an excuse.
I don't know, man. He's very injury prone, and I don't know what you could do about that. I do like that we have Maxey, a young talent. I like Oubre coming back. He's hyped about it. He took less money to come back. We have Drumming. We have
same with Caleb Martin. He took less money from his Heat team to come here, and that Heat team, that's a long, generations.
Do I think that we could go against the Celtics?
Nope.
No, I don't.
I'm still excited. Nope.
Yeah, Celtics are going to dominate for a while, and that's just, I mean, but
I can't stand it, but I'm not going to lie to myself.
Yeah, I think we have a playoff team, and hopefully
probably a 52-win team.
Yeah.
The problem is get the second seed then, because if you run into Boston in the second round, you're fucked.
Right.
At least if you can get to the third round where Boston maybe, hopefully, is a little more worn down, maybe you'll have a chance. But remember you saw here first. The Sixers have to get the 2 seed at least. Yeah. I'd love you to get to 1, but you're not. Get the 2 seed.
I'm not one of those fans that's like, hey, I want to play the best. Nah, man. Don't go against the Celtics.
Not a juggernaut.
Yeah, man.
And if I ever want to play them, let me play them in the third round instead of second, because now maybe I got a puncher's chance.
Yeah. I'm good with that, man. I'm good with that. But yeah, I mean, hey, man, we do got the Phillies, man. Phillies
Aaron Nola stepping up and stepping out as always. I love the kid. Aaron Nola's a fucking beast.
Yeah, man. Wow. It was bases loaded, and he got us out of it, man. That was like the fourth inning or something like that.
Yeah. Well, did you see the double play Stott made on that great catch to his right?
Incredible.
I mean, that turned around the whole. I looked over my wife and I said, "We'll win the game tonight because of that." Like that play, because the doors floodgates would have opened for fucking LA right there. So, man, shout out. I know defense, especially in baseball, doesn't get a lot of play in this world, but it should. It's fucking big time in baseball. So that's why,
huge sweep.
Yeah, I mean, Eric could lose a game, dude.
Well, and everybody, and I was the same. Coming off that series against Atlanta, I'm thinking, geez, they really came in there and punched us in the fucking face. We lost 2 out of 3 to Atlanta. But then you turn around and you beat the second best team in the NL. You don't just beat them, but you sweep them. And convincingly, there's never there was almost never doubt in any game this series. It was close. Yeah, game 2, we won, whatever it was by
good
one
pitching,
run.
Man. Good pitching.
Yeah,
Keeping,
and that's what this team has, man. They have good pitching and pretty good hitting. They get hot.
Yeah, man.
Streaky.
Turner, man. Turner,
dude, he carried the team. He's carrying the team lately. That's the Turner we signed. That was the guy we were hoping for. There he is, and he's here. You know what I mean? And listen, it's a matter of time before it seems like Castellanos is starting to get – when he gets hot, he gets red hot for like a month. It seems like he's starting to strike that match. I got to keep saying every week, I say, Whit Merrifield, I know you're eventually going to start hitting. You got to. They sign you your top 3 of every single player in all baseball over the last 7 years in total hits. It's got to be on its way. I mean, there's a matter of time before this fucking guy breaks out. Your baseball card would say so.
I just think of like the young people watching these games now. Like you're going to be watching Bryce, you're going to be watching Turner, and all these good players
Alex
for a
Bohm,
long time.
Fucking Bryson Stott,
It's
Rojas,
amazing, dude.
fucking Marsh. I mean, and
that Rojas catch was crazy.
Oh my god, dude! He covered like 160 yards. I know it's not real, but oh my gosh! And that was a huge turning point in the game.
Yeah.
My only fear in the playoffs is Topper's best friend is Microsoft Excel.
I know.
Relies on the spreadsheet.
He loves his analytics.
I listen. Maybe I'm old school. Maybe I'm too old.
Dude.
I don't know.
I'm with you on that.
You're gonna if you got a close
gut.
game, right, and you're changing pitchers that often, your likelihood of one pitcher having an off night and ruining the game for you goes exponentially up.
Word up. Yeah, I know one of our Bonnie too. It's the same thing we talk about. Listen, if a guy's hot and he comes in, pitches the 6th inning clean, and he threw like 19 pitches, let him pitch the 7th. You don't have to take him out, just because he pitched the 6th. Let him pitch 2 innings. You know what I mean? You don't have to do one guy per inning, Topper.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Ah, there he is, Stoggs. Have a seat a while, buddy. How about these Phillies, buddy? Go Eagles. I hope you're all right with that whole Texas hurricane there, buddy.
Yo, shout out Styles. I hope you and your family are safe. Much love, kid.
What's that catch? Oh, it's last time the Dodgers got swept was 2011.
Wow, is that true?
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, here we are giving Stocks love, and this is what we get back.
What do you say? You gotta love it. How can you not love the Eagles Dallas fucking rivalry?
Oh shit!
God, much love, dude. God bless all of us. Please, I need it. All this fucking NFC East.
I'm good down by the coast, but I'm good. Oh, that's good, man. Good.
Nice.
Good to hear.
Joe, go Birds. Go Birds.
One show, baby.
Oh, my God. Too funny, man. Yeah, we got some good characters on this show, man. I'm glad, dude. It's so much fun. Ooh.
Yo, real quick. I know I was pussy now. I'm like, I don't want to drink another 8%. But
well,
you guys want to pick my beer? Because I know you're probably going to pick the fucking 9.4%, but I don't have anything under 8 right now. I don't think.
Do we have any other sports to even talk about or anything? Like,
I don't know.
Union soccer going on a downslide. They're like one step away from being last in the standing, which is
I would love to tell you if I could watch the games. Yeah, but they're not on TV, so.
Yeah, I don't understand that, man. The whole streaming process is getting out of control, dude. Like I used to love watching the Union games, and now you have to have Apple, and then you have to have the MLS package to watch any of the Union games. Like, What the hell, dude?
NFL might be getting worse this year, or in the next year. So I don't know if you guys heard this. There's a big lawsuit against the NFL. Someone sued the NFL because they have that what's that NFL package called?
I know what you're talking about. It was like billions, right?
Yeah. So what happens? They sell a package. Like the teams effectively did a collective agreement where if you're going to pay for
ticket.
Yeah, big. That's what it is, right? NFL ticket.
Yeah.
So you pay for NFL ticket, you can watch any game, which is actually pretty good. Now, I would make the argument of all the sports that we can watch, NFL does the best job of being able to watch your team's games without any of the streaming stuff, right?
Amen.
But anyway, this person sued the NFL. He said, well, I only wanted to watch my team. Why can't I just pay for watch my team and I have to pay for all these other teams? And they won the court case. So now it sounds like a good thing, right? This is all logical. But what's going to happen as a result of this is now each team individually is allowed to sell their broadcast rights. So you know what's going to happen? Eagles are going to sell their rights to one station or streaming service. Falcons are going to sell it to another. You know, now you're going to have just a clusterfuck is what you're going to have.
You're absolutely right. It's a monumental case.
So we had a couple of comments. Let me just put this up real quick. I'm sorry. We have an event coming up 9/28, Sacred Heart Church.
Nice.
That's the Dog Pro Wrestling.
Nice. Shout out to Dog.
Stock said Phillies are doing good. Rangers are sucking this year. Yeah, that's about right. But yeah.
Rangers just won the fucking World Series last year. You know, what more do you want? Fuck them.
Yeah, exactly.
Just kidding, Styles. I love you. I hope you're okay down there. But fuck all Dallas teams.
But get back to this whole streaming process. It's a nightmare, man, and it's only going to get fucking worse.
Well, I think, Jeff. Well, kind of what you just said. This is one of them, monumental court case. I don't mean to be, court laws like Roe versus Wade, but you're going to look back on this, like you said, and a long time from now, and be like, that's when this just started, and that's a monumental case, and maybe it was just a glib in the newspaper, and they're the ones you should watch. That's the shit they don't want you to read. Read the little glib. That's where you get all the really good info. These long stories, it's meant to deceive you. Just fucking follow that shit. Boom.
Yeah, it's a shame. As much as I rag on the NFL, they do a great job with you being able to watch your team play. Of all the sports.
They do.
Accessibility.
I hope that doesn't change. I pay enough for Comcast. And they know. They're like, Eagles fans will not give up watching their Eagles. So if we're going to say, hey, we're going to charge you an extra $7 a year, we'll start with that. Oh, yeah, I'll pay the $7, watch all the Eagles games, and then, and then next year it's $9, following you it's $10.
But you want to go watch the Eagles play the Giants at home? Giants at home, that's another fee you got to pay.
Right, add $250 and level up at the next health med pack.
So I bought another beer here. This is the other half.
Nice.
Forever.
Is that the Session IPA?
No, it's 8.5.
Oh, no. That's the fuck I'm talking about, DeeTer. That's the fuck I'm talking about, DeeTer. Nice. I pussied out. I went 7-7 on my third.
Look at this guy. This guy gets it.
This
Cheers,
kid.
buddy.
Drunk Burr.
So we have a couple comments here. Let's see. I hate any team called the Rangers. That's by the Dog.
He's not wrong.
And then we have Joe here. Power Rangers. Well, is that questionable or what? You know what I mean? And then
what is Joe from Texas?
Joe's the guy that we had on the show last week.
Oh, what did he say? Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. I'm not. Let's see. Stocks again. I'm not watching this bullshit games on Thursday. They always suck. Yeah. Thursday games are.
But Stocks, how are you? As a Dallas fan, where are you at right now with all this turmoil going on with Dak Prescott and Jerry Jones? You know what I mean? The amount of money he's set to make, and are they going to let him go when the season's over, or are they going to bring him back?
Hype that the Dallas team's getting sold out to Saudi Arabia or some shit.
Well, do you see the Celtics are up for sale?
Nah, that's crazy, man.
Smart move. That's a glib.
And
sell it at the top, right? That's what you do. You sell at the top.
That's it, kid. That's why Mark Cuban sold the Mavericks down there.
Oh, my God. Man.
And then they went to the finals. So, come on, Mark. Do better.
Yeah, Mavericks
sold out, Rick? Right? Is that what that is?
What?
Is that Hurricane? What is that?
Yes, sir. I'm going to. You got the eye. You got the eye of the beer tiger like I do, dude. I watch a movie or a show. The first thing I notice is a beer bottle or a can in the view, and I want to try to figure out what fucking beer they got. We just decided to restart How I Met Your Mother, the awesome, funny-ass TV series from the early to mid-'90s the other night. And every time they drink a lot in that show, and I'm always checking the beer names. By the way, the beer name, which is their fake name that they put on all their beer labels in that show, is Blind Fox. So it's just a tidbit of beer information.
That's true.
Well, this has been a great show. Thank you, Jeff and Greg, coming on about the soccer, because I've been wanting to do this forever, talk about soccer. And I know you guys are the best. You guys know your shit, man. And I'm so grateful you guys come on the show, man.
Did you talk actually about wrestling yet with Greg? Because aren't you big into wrestling too, Greg?
I was back in the day.
Okay. Because DeeTer, you're big into wrestling and shit, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty big. Rhea Ripley's back. Rhea Ripley's back to kick some ass. Can't wait for that. Awesome. MJF is back in AEW. Everybody's scumbag. Love that guy too. Can't wait for him to kick some ass. But definitely, watch some wrestling, dude. Can't hurt.
Fucking ain't right. I know I'm about to get back. Like I said, I got 2 little ones, man, and they're just like me. So I'm like, they're about to get into fucking pro wrestling, and I'm going to get back into it. So be prepared for for the next 6.5 to 8 years. We'll be talking about a lot of fucking wrestling.
Stoggs, awesome to come. You guys, everybody that came on the show to comment.
Great show,
Thank
Bonnie,
you so much.
Sue, Rich Lynn.
Well, we'll be back next Thursday, 10 p.m. BGSE Network. Check us out.
Would say, "Wow, fuck."
We got one more comment. What's this? Tell Greg to come to both dog events, and we'll make him a fan again. Oh, there you go.
There you go, Greg.
Nice.
Dude, listen, I'll go with you. I'll bring my boys. You bring your boys, dude. It's a great time. I've been to a bunch of them. Have a fucking blast. The whole thing. We'll drink a couple of fucking Delta 9s before we go in. Laugh our asses off, dude. Fucking talk shit to all the fucking wrestlers like I always do, and they talk back. It's part of the experience.
Yeah. Dude, local events are so much fun.
Dude's going to hit me, dude. I'm like, okay, here we go. But you didn't, so thank you.
Everybody out there, have a good night. Check it out. Check us out next week. Peace. Later.
See you.